You're expecting another negative review, aren't you? Well, you guessed right. And that's what you're gonna get, because NASCAR doesn't do a damn thing to fix the piss poor quality in their fucking racing, even with the 750 horsepower package. We keep telling them, get rid of the splitter, get rid of the tapered spacers, get rid of the fucking side force, and make the side skirts even, but no, they decided to make the splitter bigger. Hooray! For more aerodynamic failures for these stock cars. Oh. Honestly, this was one of the better NASCAR races for this season, but even that doesn't even really say anything, because this still... I would still rate this like a 6.2 out of 10. Even then, this NASCAR season is still inferior to even the worst race in 2006, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., etc., etc. This race is even lower than the worst race in 2011. And that says a lot. The fact Brad Keselowski dominating all but 54 laps doesn't really help it. There were a lot of comers, but were there a lot of goers? Maybe. There was a lot of beating and banging, but at least no one dumped each other like a child, like Denny Hamlin towards Chase Elliott, Martinsville, or Austin Dillon towards Eric Almirola at the Daytona 500. And I don't want anyone to go, oh, but those incidents were just racing. Dumping someone like a cowardly child is not racing, you uneducated redneck hicks. If you move someone out of the way for one spot, it's fine. If you dump someone and ruin their day, it's not fine. That's moving someone out of the way for one position is racing. Dumping someone like a child just because you are unfucking talented, as opposed to just putting the pedal to the fucking metal, that's not racing whatsoever. I would rather have you just put the pedal to the fucking metal and actually try to pass, because that is actually what defines talent, as opposed to dumping someone for a position all because you are unfucking talented. Oh yeah, but I'm the one that... Oh yeah, we're totally the ones that ruin the NASCAR community. You fucking complete, inept, dense morons. But hey, I don't mind Brad Keselowski winning, because we can actually finally hear about someone else winning for a change, as opposed to the asswipe that hogs all of the media attention from all three series. We've heard enough about this piece of shit known as Kyle Busch. We don't need to hear him about the septillionth time, god damn it. Anyways, good day for Chase Elliott. He was able to catch up to Brad Keselowski and lead a couple of laps. But that still doesn't really save the racing for me. Jimmie Johnson, come on, dude. You had good practice times and qualifying. You had a good stage 1, but now you completely deteriorated back down to the top 24. What the hell happened? Hendrick Shop, get your heads out of your asses. You've had like 2 years to work to fix and resolve what went down, and it's still deteriorating into a downward spiral. How? This is not excusable. Jimmie Johnson's a 7-time champion. He shouldn't have had to suffer like that at all. What the hell happened? You can't even use age as an excuse for Jimmie Johnson's deteriorating performances and statistics. Kevin Harvick, same age as Jimmie Johnson. He's literally the same age as Jimmie Johnson, and he's going on these hot streaks with those race wins. There's no excuse whatsoever. The fuck? But anyways, yeah, only 3 lead changes. Is that what people are really excited about? No, granted, there were actually a lot of comers and goers and a lot of beating and banging without anyone pulling cowardly moves. But hey, unfortunately, that doesn't even bring my rating of that race above 6.2 out of 10. The fact that Brad winning almost every lap except 52 doesn't help the quality of this race at all. But hey, I don't mind Brad, but I'm also not a fan of Brad. I certainly would rather have him win 13 races a year than to see Kyle Busch lead a single fucking lap. But hey. Sorry guys, my friend for life, Lane Chavez, just sent me a message, so I kind of got caught off guard a little bit there. Here's better news that isn't in the NASCAR realm. Colton Herta, an IndyCar rookie, who was only 18, 19 years old, got his first career win, and he actually was able to catch up to my main man, Will Power, before Will Power unfortunately had mechanical troubles. Granted that this race didn't really have a lot of lead changes in the IndyCar race, but at least there was actually competition and suspense and tension for the leader, where we actually felt like he had competition and challenges headed towards him. It sucks that my man Will Power had mechanical problems, thus finishing last, but what's there to say that Will Power is supposedly deteriorating? What's there to say that the Penske shop has been suffering from faulty machinery? None. Hendrick's been suffering that shit, not Penske. If anything, Penske has been on hot streaks themselves. Brad Keselowski won twice this year so far. Joey Logano won at Vegas, even though I don't like Joey Logano. Will Power won the Indy Road Course, Gateway, and of course the biggest race of the year, Indianapolis 500. And how damn was I excited to the core. IndyCar never fails to amaze me at all. There's hardly any gripes I have with IndyCar. Granted, IndyCar is not perfect at all, but hey. The only gripe I ever have with IndyCar is that they kind of cherry pick their scheduling. Sometimes they choose to go to ISM for a few years, but then they stopped going there since last year. Then they are very selective with their race finale. Like for a while they were racing at Fontana, then they stopped going there to go to Sonoma, then they stopped going there to go to Laguna Seca for this year. So it looks like all of us will have to switch our dedications to IndyCar if NASCAR continues to deteriorate even worse than what we're giving it grief for. Because I'm tired of saying the same shit over and over again. It's getting tiresome and annoying and pathetic. I want to be positive for a change, but the races this year have been god fucking awful. It makes 2009 and 2008 feel so far away now. I'm tired of saying the same shit week in and week out. Can there at least be one time? One single solitary time. I want one time for all this to be completely different and not a dysfunctional, cancerous, ridiculous, abysmal shit show. Just one time. I want this to be different. One single solitary time. One single solitary time is all I ask for this to be different. I mean, what's so hard? Jimmy Johnson, you've won 83 times before. Why is it such a hassle to just finally tie Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison? In NASCAR, why can't you just do the simple and just take off the splitters, take off the tapered spacers, take off side force, and keep the aero ducts, keep the height of the spoiler, and make the side skirts even, and bam! You have a good stock car. How much more do I have to stress this? How much more do I have to keep preaching this? Because it's getting tiresome dealing with these horrible races. I'm on the brink of even giving up NASCAR because even the only reasons I ever watch NASCAR anymore is being rendered worthless. That's all I have to say for this video, guys. Space out.